If I had to find one word to describe New Beginnings, wow. I would say that New Beginnings is an experience. When it is, you can have young men as young as the age of 13 years old come to the altar and begin to cry because the Holy Spirit is dealing with them regarding some area of their life, even at the age of 13. That's an experience. When it is, you can have people join your ministry and they come to you and say, you know what, Pastor? New Beginnings was my last shot at church. If it didn't work out here, I wasn't going to church anymore, and I was also giving up on God. And by the way, that has happened on several occasions. But to find those very same people who were on the verge of giving up on church and God, 7 months later, hear me, 7 months later, find themselves being some of your strongest leaders. That's an experience. When it is, you can have the young as well as the old who had lost hope, who had given up because of all of the arduous things they've been through in their life, find themselves now in a posture whereby which God is making them whole, and He is restoring the years to them that they have lost, that they thought that they could never get back. That's an experience. So New Beginnings is not just a ministry, it's an experience. How did the name New Beginnings come about? Well, first of all, let me just say that I had been seeking God for a name for a couple of weeks, and nothing wasn't coming to me. I was fasting, praying, because I didn't want just any name. But I wanted a name that would really speak volumes, a name that would represent the nature and character of the church. And I was on the phone one day with one of my friends, and they were helping me come up with names, and we were brainstorming for right at about an hour. And they were throwing some names around, and they threw out all of these different names, and they said New Beginnings, then they went to another name. I said, stop, back up, what did you just say? And they said New Beginnings. I said, you know what, the Lord has just spoke through you. I said, that's the name of my ministry, New Beginnings. And I must admit, I love that name. When I first started New Beginnings, I started off with 3 people. That's right, 3 people. 2 left, 1 stayed. But here it is, 2 years later, we have over 100 members. And I tell you what, I am so excited about what it is that God is doing. And I'm so grateful that God has chosen to use me to carry out this assignment, because at the end of the day, I realize it has nothing to do with me, but it's all about Him. And I'm just so grateful to be on this team. Yes, I am really grateful. I'm grateful that God chose me to carry out this assignment for Him on the earth. But at the same time, I must admit, I can't do this alone. And that's why I thank God for my leaders. Man, let me just tell you right now, I have the greatest leaders on the earth. They're smart, they're intelligent, they really love the Lord, and they exemplify what true leadership should be like. So guess what? Without my leaders, I can't make it happen. So I thank God for my leaders. I hold them dear to my heart, and they really help me keep New Beginnings afloat. And I'm grateful that God has blessed me with them. I'm very grateful.